What's going on, everyone? Keeping up with the content. We are doing a little bit of a job on this beautiful HQ Monaro. Really nice car, nice example. I love the color. I love everything about this car. It's just so nice. So we've got turbo 400, 9-inch, and got ourselves a nice little 427 small block Chev here. So really nice little combo. Not super aggressive, but obviously just cubes. Nice little hydraulic roller. Nice little street car, you know. Set and forget. Drive, put Ks on it, don't have to worry about it too much. And overall, just a tough little streeter. So he was saying, I think it made 570 horsepower on the engine dyno when the engine was built 15 odd years ago. So, you know, it's not, you know, in terms of a small block Chev, aspirated, it's, you know, it's pretty angry, it's pretty good. But, you know, you've got cubes, it's drivable, streetable, it's nice. But for what it is, it doesn't sound the part. You know, it doesn't sound like it's a 427, but you know, it is a pretty nice little combo. Dart block, you know, Victor Jr., you know, all the good stuff that you want on your little street small block. But yeah, the way the exhaust has been set up, it just sounds very mild. Sounds a lot milder than it actually is. Doesn't sound like a 400 horsepower aspirated small block Chev. It's a bit choked up through the exhaust. Can't remember exactly what he said it made on the chassis dyno when they chassis dynoed it, or roller dynoed it, I should say. I think it was around 400 or something, but unfortunately we're just, so much has happened in the lead up to Christmas. We're that short on time. We've got cars here coming out our ears, and a lot of storms happening regularly because of the heat, so we don't have time to screw around and try and do pre-runs. Unfortunately, it's just not in the schedule of being able to afford the time to do it. So we're not going to know exactly what it makes at the moment, but we will dyno it after we finish what we're going to do to ensure it might need a little bit of tuning done if it's going to breathe a lot nicer. But we're getting rid of these headers and the existing exhausts that are on it. We've got some new pacemaker, long tube, 1 3/4, 4-into-1s to go on. And we'll be building a new exhaust from the headers back, and the plan is to just sort of dump them at the diff for now. We're going to V-band the whole exhaust, going to cut off the flanges off the headers and put V-bands on, so it's all V-banded. There'll be 2 mufflers, and we'll just, he wants it to sound the way it should, being a 427 Chev. So he just wants it to sound like a tough, angry little street car. So yeah, full 3-inch, dual 3-inch, so we'll do an X-pipe and we'll V-band it also. That later on, if he does decide he wants to shut it up a bit or change it a little bit, if he wants to put the exhaust all the way out the back the way it is at the moment, super simple if it's all V-banded, so that makes things easy. But as you can see, she's pretty choked up in the exhaust, and we'll start it up. We'll give you a before sound. You can hear it before and after, but it does sound like just sounds like a 308 really. Doesn't quite sound the way it should, I don't think, and neither does the owner, that's why it's here. Bit of a tap there, we'll have to investigate. Bit of a tappy tap. But anyway, we'll sort that out, we'll look into it, but so yeah, I don't know, it sounds fluffy. Yeah. It sounds fluffy, sounds a bit raspy. It just doesn't sound like that nice, deep, angry, tough streeter sound that you want. He said he has had some dramas with, like in traffic and stuff, it fouling up plugs as well, so that'd probably be in the tune. I'd say it might be a bit rich, but that could have something to do with the fact that yeah, I don't know. It's been chassis dynoed, so it should have been sorted out, but we'll figure that out anyway. It's going to get tuned after we do the exhaust, so it'll all be happy days. Let's get into it. Alright, so with it up in the air, you can see what's going on with this exhaust. She's like a crush bent 2 1/4 inch twin. So definitely would be choking up hard this 420 cube combo. So that's got probably a lot to do with it, why it sounds a bit fluffy. And yeah, a new exhaust should have it sound much more the way it should sound. Should be good, looking forward to it. Anyway, we'll get this out of here and get started. Alright, that's where the boys are up to. Looking good. Yeah. V-bands on the pipes. Big X pipe. Have a thumping. Alright guys, so new pipes are on. Done our oil service and a few other things. We've re-put plugs and rerun the leads and everything. It's pretty much all ready to go. New filter on before the pipes got done up. So unfortunately these new pipes aren't any better for that. So that sucks. But anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, so we're just about ready to get our pipe. We'll have the rest of our exhaust back up. This is what the boys have ended up with. Knocked it out of the bloody park. It looks schnick as. Couple of muffers, and then on V-bands there's just 2 little dumps at the back of the diff, so that way, you know, in future if he wants to continue it, super simple to just continue it on from there. Now the mufflers are offset to offset, so hopefully it's got that real tough, deep sound without being too ridiculously loud with those 2 mufflers, but hey, we're just going to find out. He wanted it tough, it's going to sound tough.
Well, it might actually sound like a 427 now.
Yeah, hectic. Alright, we'll get this up and then we'll listen to it make some noise. Alright, time to hear how she goes. Yep. Yeah, that sounds a bit more like it. That's it's not as loud as I expected. I think that's really nice. Woo. Anyway, you can definitely hear that there's cubes there now. That sounds much better, much nicer. And yeah, not obnoxious. It's good. I like it. Let's do a couple of exhaust leaks there. Hopefully, a bit of a heat cycle and tighten them bolts up to the heads will help. Yeah, definitely a bit of an exhaust leak at the manifold, but overall, she sounds mint. Alright guys, it sounds, once the oil gets hot, it doesn't sound too bad, but still, the fact that it is making the noise would point to the fact that the lifter is unhappy and it's going to need to be seen to at some point. It's probably not super duper urgent. But either way, sounded alright. We did a second run, let everything cool down a little bit, tyres cool down and stuff, and did a second run after a little bit of steady state. Cranked out 394, so for a little hydro roller, 427, not super aggressive, and you know, your turbo 400 9-inch, that's pretty good numbers. That's about right, I reckon. Around that 400 wheel was what I reckon that's pretty good. So happy days. So that's this thing sorted. Sounds awesome. Good stuff. I enjoy it. We'll see what the owner reckons about what he thinks of the exhaust, and you know, if he wants us to change it, put extra mufflers in or whatever. If he brings it back to get that lifter seen to, we can do it then. But I reckon he'll be happy. I like it. I reckon it sounds sick. So thanks for watching as always. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. See you, bye.